I've got 2 brain cells left and they are hurting. I just love Cthulhu as just like my Lord and Savior. So I finished this. And at what cost to my sanity, you may ask? Well, I don't know either. Howdy partners, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex and you are here at the Firm D Reads, and today is Sunday, February 9th. Happy Super Bowl Sunday for those who celebrate. I will be rooting for Kendrick Lamar at the halftime show. It's hard being a fan of the Patriots right now, okay? But we've got a new coach. I feel like we can recover, we can make some moves, we can do some great things still. A girl can dream. So we're going to start a reading vlog. I'm going to do the whole week. I already have it planned. I have the motivation. I have the scrunch. I have the less stress in my body, in my shoulders, in my brain. My hair definitely still because it's turning grayer by the day. But yeah, let's just jump right into what I am reading. First and foremost, I am still reading Wind and Truth by Brennan Sanderson. This, unfortunately, I agree with the fans that this one it's a bit of a slog. The pacing is really, really slow. The dialogue is immature. The characters, some of them, a lot of them have an arc that I'm not really feeling so much. Or, for example, Shalon is still dealing with the exact same things that she's been dealing with for almost 6,000 pages now. And it's like, we've got to work through this, baby girl, you know? I don't know. I think probably slamming the first 4 books into my brain and then jumping right into this maybe wasn't the best idea that I had, but I was just so excited. I love this cover. I love the world. I love the characters. I love the, you know, just the Brandon Sanderson style of fantasy writing. But I truly think that the world building focused on things that I cared less about and not on things that I wanted more of, because I find myself halfway done with the last book in this first arc, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? Who is doing what? Where are you all? What is, you know, I don't know. And that's probably just a me thing, but I think my plan is I'm just going to soldier through this week. Like, this is a priority. I do have it on audiobook as well in my Kindle. So my priority is finishing this so I can move on to another fantasy series. So we're 65% in here. So that's the update there. I am also, full disclosure, look away if you want to be surprised by my book of the month challenge in case this comes up first, but I am also planning on finishing The Last Russian Doll. This is by Kristen Loesch, and this is a historical kind of like romance mystery type of situation based in Russia in the early 1900s. 1917, I believe, is when we start that timeline, and then also like our current day is 1991, and I'm really enjoying this. So a little over halfway done there, so we can definitely finish that. I also am surprisingly unable to put down Quicksilver by Callie Hart. So I started this over like last week or like this past week, just passively, you know, falling asleep to it. And I was like 15%, 20% in, and then slammed 30%, like could not stop reading it last night. So if you haven't heard of this, I feel like everyone and their mom literally has read this. But this one is following our main character, Cyrus, who lives in the Silver City, which is this arid, dry, like there's no water climate. Very much gives like dune vibes. Water is a precious commodity, and she's a thief living in the 3rd ward. She has to steal to take care of herself and her brother Hayden, because it's like it's almost impossible to just get like an extra water ration, right? So she's doing this for her health and for her brother's health, because they're orphans. Like, who else is going to take care of her brother, even though he is absolutely of an age which he could. And then some shit goes down, and she ends up activating and passing through a portal into a fae realm that was purported to be a myth. It was fantasy. It's not real. And she is now embroiled in this plot that Kingfisher, who is the guy, the fae male main character, who I am enjoying very much, he has like pulled her through, and she's allegedly an alchemist. So she, like, no one's been able to reopen these portals except for her. And she is going to use this new power to make these, what's the word? Not trinkets, medallions. No. Oh my God. What is the word? Talisman? yeah, whatever. She has to, this is going to drive me nuts. She has to make talismans or whatever using the quicksilver, which is the stuff that she's able to manipulate to go through the portals into other realms. And she has to make one of these for all 15,000 people in Kingfisher's world so they can win this war, they can get more silver, and they can defeat an enemy, which I'm not going to talk about because I just got introduced to them and I'm very excited to continue. So we definitely are going to work on that probably today, realistically. And then I have some other options pulled out for the week that I think I'm going to sample. So Long Live Evil by Rees Brennan. All I know about this is a girl who loves books and she's dying, and when she wakes up, she sees a second chance at living a magical bargain that lets her enter the world of her favorite fantasy series. Hell yeah. So this has gotten some really good reviews. I love the cover font. This girl just like drinking people's blood, hopefully. So I just am in the mood for like a nice little floppy paperback. So that's going to be that. And then I am working through my current library books that I have on my TBR cart. This is Asunder by Kirsten Hall, and I believe it's a standalone fantasy. But Karis Eska is a Death Speaker locked into an irrevocable compact with Sebaster, a terrifying eldritch being, three-faced, hundred-winged, unforgiving, who has granted her the ability to communicate with the newly departed. So I think I also read that first sentence and just something about the cover and the title spoke to me, and I was into it. So I would like to perhaps peruse this, but as usual, I say a lot of things and I don't do them. But those are the tentative reading plans. Definitely watching the Super Bowl. We've got the wingies on the way, so I'm going to do my best to do some good B-roll, keep up with my editing, get some like more weekly reading vlogs out this year because I love watching them and I want to start making them all the time, even just to like have a record of my own reading. So with that, I will be back in a little bit with an update and talk later. Okay, bye. Hey friends, hopefully putting my microphone on my dietary limeade from Sonic is going to work because I have to hold up this behemoth and not 100% sure that I can hold the mic at the same time. And I have confirmed via editing and listening back to my videos that you definitely have to like have it pretty close to your mouth, I feel like, for it to work. Like it rattled against my jewelry, which I heard, so we won't do that again. But anywho, I don't think I filmed anything yesterday, so it is now Tuesday. Did I film anything yesterday? I should have. Anyway, so today's Tuesday, February 11th. I worked all day. I worked from 9 o'clock this morning till 8 o'clock at night, and I'm doing the same thing again tomorrow. So not a ton of updating will happen today and tomorrow, but I did want to pop on and do a reading update and also a little unboxing. I finished this, and at what cost to my sanity, you may ask? Well, I don't know either. This was tough to get through. So I don't want to get like too much into it because I do feel strongly that I would like to collect my thoughts and do a little bit more deep diving into the lore. But I think I would like to make a video about Stormlight Archive specifically because the way that this book went has made me feel some type of way, and I'd like to talk about it on the internet. So Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson was just released. This is book 5 of the Stormlight Archive, and this is the climax of the first arc of this story. So after this book, we allegedly have books 6 through 10 coming out to wrap up the story. Sorry, do you see? This is 1,300 pages, and I kid you not, the majority of it, in my opinion, was just rehashing things that we beat over the head in books 1 through 4. But I digress. I'm going to make a whole video. Unfortunately, this is a 3-star for me, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm not going to look at too many more reviews because the more bad reviews I read, the more I want to give this like a 2.5. So it is what it is. It's done. We're done. I finished it via audio. And no, I don't, in this particular case, reading it physically would have made a difference. Sometimes I do think it does. But this was just, it was just trying to do too many things. And I think Brando lost the thread along the way. So whatever, get a new editor. It's fine. We're going to put that there. And then we're going to move the Sonic cherry I made here. And we're going to put the microphone right there. Okay, something was making weird noises. I'm like paranoid. All right, I'm going to move the Sonic cup because this is getting out of hand, out of pocket and out of hand. Okay, my next reading update is what is happening? Something is creaking, making a noise, and I don't know what it is. Okay, my next reading update is I am a little over 300 pages into Long Live Evil by Rees Brennan, and this is following. What is that noise? Okay, we're good. So this book is following our main character, Ray, who is terminally ill, and she gets the opportunity to enter her favorite fantasy book series, and that's where we pick up. What I would like to say about this in this update is that it is very readable. The pacing is fine. I'm excited to finish it, but I think this is perhaps a duology or the beginning of a series, and I don't think I'll continue, which is kind of shitty because I think this is a really fun premise. I just am not connecting with the writer's writing, the author's writing, I should say, and it's hard to decide which characters I'm supposed to care about because Ray, it's like something, phantom noises. Okay, where was I? So because the only real character is Ray, it's like hard to get any sort of attachment to the other characters because all telling and no showing, because we're led to believe that Ray is like masterminding this whole villain situation because she's read the books. But multiple times in the first 25% of this, it was like, oh, well, I don't really remember because I didn't finish the books. Okay, so you didn't finish, but you know everything enough that you're going to change the game. I don't know. I am interested to see where it goes, and it is a very interesting premise. I just think it's not being executed correctly. I mean, not that I would do any better at all whatsoever. And I still am really enjoying it. It's a fun time, but I wish I had saved some phrases. There is just the dialogue I don't care for. And it's also very confusing because we're following a story within a story essentially because our main character is living in her like fantasy book series, which is written by an anonymous person. And then we get like snippets at the beginning of the chapters, and then they change that part of the story. So like I don't know. It just trying to do a lot as well, and we're gonna see how it ends. I don't know what that creaking is, but it's literally driving me fucking nuts right now. So now the Sonic Cup is gonna come back because I definitely need 2 hands to do the unboxing. But I wanted to open up this package that I got. Another top tier lowball offer accepted on eBay. That's pretty much par for the course right there. So that was my ring light thing dying. So
You know what? The other one is also like unplugged slash not working. So we're gonna pick this back up in the morning. I will do the unboxing before I head to work, but I am glad that we did a little reading update. So I think I am going to settle in for the night and like 110 pages. I know if I can finish it. I'm trying to get tired. 10:37. The only crappy thing about being back in a schedule where I'm like working these later shifts is it's hard for me to just like, I'm exhausted. I've been on my feet for 12 hours today. It's an hour drive back and but now I'm all wound up. So I gotta try and get sleepy and get some rest because I have to do it all again tomorrow. And then Thursday I work 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., which is stupid, but whatever. And then I'm off Friday and Saturday. So we can do some reading. But I'm gonna cozy up and I can read this book now that I'm done with Wind and Truth. Oh my god, I have so many thoughts. We're gonna do a whole video about that. All right, have a great night, and I will be back in the morning for the unboxing. Good morning, my angels. So it is now February 13th, Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. I did not update at all yesterday, and I really barely read because I worked another 11-hour shift and I got home and I just wanted to hang out with my husband and watch cooking shows, which if you guys haven't watched, first of all, there's new episodes of Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay coming out, and they're so good. He's just as savage as ever. But there's a new one called like 24 and 24, and it's 24 chefs, and they're like the competition is taking over 24 hours, but they've broken it up into little challenges per episode. It's just wild, like to think about that the whole season occurs over 24 hours for them, but we're seeing it in like these little 2 challenge chunks, if you will. Both available on Hulu. I love to cook, as you guys know. I mean, I try to show some cooking on here, but I'm just lazy to bring my camera around. It is what it is. Also, someone commented on my reading vlog and said that they prefer more talking about books and like life updates and footage of like real life things. So say less because your girl loves to gab. Okay, where was I? Reading updates. I finished Wind and Truth, which I think I talked about already, but I also finished Long Live Evil, not last night, but on Tuesday night. Danny quits back in. That's her tail wagging. Editing me is gonna laugh, whatever that sounds like. But I did finish Long Live Evil. You know what? Let me shut my fan off too, because it's probably so loud. It's just hot in here. Finished Long Live Evil by Rees Brennan, and this was a 3-star for me as well. This is not going well. Main issue with this is the dialogue is very cringy. It's very like in your face, millennial, however you want to call it. And I understand that our main character is a modern woman that has entered into this fantasy world. But the problem with that is, well, there's not a problem with that. The issue that I had is somehow all the other characters were like vibing with the way that she was speaking. There wasn't enough like differentiation. It just felt like not a real high fantasy world to me. It didn't even feel like a fantasy romance, which it's supposed to be. And I'm like, I barely even knew who liked each other. It was like so soft and subtle, but not in a good way, in my opinion. Also, the first half was kind of sloggy. I was really interested, but it didn't really pick up until the second half. And I do think like kind of understanding the characters and the story within the story and like what was going on was part of it, like any fantasy world building, but the payoff just wasn't there for me. So it also ends on a cliffhanger. It was a pretty good cliffhanger. I didn't see that coming, but it's also hard for me to wrap my head around. Like Ray is in there and she's changing the story, but I'm like, but what does that really mean? There's just not enough exploration into, I think, where this whole bit is coming from. Like, I just don't accept it. I never accepted it because the book series that Ray is in is called Iron of Time or Time of Iron, and it's written by an anonymous author. And the woman that like lets her into the story is just an anonymous woman. So like probably it's the author of the series, but why? What's the motivation? Why this particular flower that they have to steal? Like, I don't know. I feel like the focus was in all the wrong places, although it was a really good premise. I honestly don't think I'll continue, and I don't know. I really like this cover. I'll probably put this on Bango at some point whenever I open a Bango. So that's that reading update. I haven't picked up Quicksilver, so we're still 50% in there. But I have now started Wind Through the Keyhole. The Wind Through the Keyhole. This is the Dark Tower, like book 4.5 novella following the quartet, like hunkering down from a storm. I'm less than one chapter in. I just started it on my lunch break yesterday at work, but I made, so I really liked this set that I got, which I think I showed in some video perhaps, but it had those like movie tie-in like graphics on the cover that are not able to be removed. So I have been dabbling in making my own stickers. So I made this on Canva and printed it out and put like a holographic sheet over it and then cut it out myself. I am desperately wanting a Cricut so I can like really see what I can do here because I made these too big. I should have made them smaller, but whatever. So I started this, so we're gonna work on that. Still working on Quicksilver, like percent, and que sera. So, I came back for the reading update, but also for the unboxing. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and just hope for the best that the audio isn't terrible. This is another eBay win. I think I mentioned, and it is the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb, which is the next buddy read after the Dark Tower series with Allie, who gets, I think she's a famous person when I mention her on here, so that's for you, bucko. Very nicely wrapped. Wow. A little paper situation. Very nice. A gratuitous box for the cats. All right. I'm so happy. They are in great condition. Like, this is the thing about eBay. So the seller had these on for like 60 something. And if you like things on eBay, like give it the little heart, it adds it to your watch list. And for many items that I do that for, the seller will like send you like a special offer, which they surely do for, you know, they're like blasting that out to people, right? I always hit them back with a counter offer, a little bit lower. I call it my lowball situation. It's like fun. I don't know. And the seller accepted this one. So they sent me a discount for like a high, like maybe like 59 or 60. And I just went back with 55. Like, I don't do anything ridiculous because these may be first editions. Hold please. And they're in really good condition, like very, very good condition. 2004. I don't know. I actually don't really know how to tell if something is a first edition, but I just love these covers. They're just amazing. So let's start at the beginning. All right. This is Fool's Errand. So this is This is book 1 of the Tawny Man trilogy. This is taking place in the Six Duchies, and this is following the events of Assassin's Apprentice and the Live Ship Traders, which I have read, but Allie hasn't finished Live Ship Traders, which is a foolish, foolish mistake. Fool's Errand, that's about you. So that's book 1. Okay, this is my favorite. I'm actually going to get this tattoo on my back. Golden Fool. I don't know. Is it Ketrican? I don't know it could be, but the tattoo is just stunning. I think it is Ketrican, but we're going to find out. These covers are honestly like even better than I thought they were going to be. All right, book 3, also beautiful. Look at these colors, black with the blue. Fool's Fate. Hi. So yeah, ridiculously pleased with this. They are absolutely in amazing condition. Ugh, I got a hair stuck. Ugh. The only blemish that I can see is there's a little smudge of something on book 3, Fool's Fate, but don't care. You can get a like really light grit sandpaper and try to sand those kinds of things off. So that's what I will probably do. So that's the reading update. That's the unboxing. Buy secondhand. Check your local eBay. It's all one eBay. Check eBay. While we're here, let me turn this bad boy around. So I foolishly forgot to show my tapestry, and you guys in my last weekend reading vlog were like, can you show us the finished product? So yes I can. I actually still haven't traditionally blocked it. The bobble border got the best of me. I still can't figure out what I did wrong. I frogged it and redid it a bunch of times, and it may just need to be traditionally blocked, but the sample photo from the pattern, she had way less bobbles on hers, so I think I put too many in, and that's why it's curling. But whatever, you live and you learn, so I'm certainly not gonna, stress about it. But yeah, I will link the Etsy of the creator of the pattern. She's got some awesome tapestry patterns, and they're really, really, really low priced. Like, it's a great deal and super easy to follow. She has like the graphs and also the like numbered, explanation, so you can follow it however you like to do tapestry. So yeah, that's that. Sorry if the foul language offends anybody, but that's my vibe, so deal with it. And me and my pocket knife are gonna get some reading in, all right, and watch some more. I'm watching Stephanie from Stephanie Bookish. Link her channel. Fantastic, top tier. I do have to work tonight. I am working 4 to 10, but then I am off Friday, Saturday, and then work like 10 to 6 on Sunday. So I think for the next couple days, we can get some good work done. So say hi. Oh, that's it. Where'd you go? Oh, okay. We're over here again. Hey. Dog grunt ASMR. All right, be back later. Good evening, good afternoon, good morrow unto you and yours, sirs and ladies. Something else. Okay, it is late. It's like 11:30. It's 11:32 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, as we know to be true. My desk chair is the worst. It's driving me insane, but I don't need another one, but it makes a noise and like I can't figure out where it's coming from to WD-40 in the right spot. So sorry if you can hear that. Sorry if you can hear Danny snoring. Not really loud, sorry, because she's adorable. But yeah, it is now February 14th, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, whoever is celebrating today. And, if you're not, I hope you're having a good day anyway, or you had a good day. As you saw from the footage, my husband and I went out to lunch. We went to our favorite Korean fried chicken place. It absolutely slapped as always. And then I took like a 5-hour nap. And then I got Raising Cane's for dinner and ate more fried chicken. So I've got to eat a salad tomorrow. But Jessica is coming over tomorrow and we're going to read and rot. So I think I will probably wrap up the vlog tomorrow, get some good footage with my one friend that I have in Denver, and then, move on to the next thing. But I did want to come on real quick and do a little reading update. So I have finished The Wind Through the Keyhole by Stephen King. This is book 4.5 in the Dark Tower / Gunslinger series. And it's like a novella that is taking place right after the quartet leaves, I think, the Green Palace, and they're on their way to Calla, but they have to stop to escape this really crazy storm called a thunderclast, oh my god, stark blast. Oh, I've got 2 brain cells left and they are hurting. So they have to escape this crazy storm called a Stark Blast that takes place in Midworld, where it basically like drops the temperature like super really low. And while they're in there, Roland has just finished telling the tragic story of him and Susan and his mom in book 4 that we just finished. And now he is telling another story of his childhood, and then we get a part that is a story within the story that Roland is telling in the story. So it's pretty trippy, but I enjoyed this. I actually thought it was pretty fast paced and it was short. I got through it in like 2 or 3 sittings. I think rating wise it's going to be a 3.75. It very much gives like original book 1 Gunslinger kind of like slow, a bit more of a slow burn situation versus some of the other books in the series. So I still enjoyed it very much, and this makes book number 8 for Stephen King. So I am going to film a whole video introducing my Stephen King journey and chronicling the books that I have read so far, including the 8 that I have read in 2025. But that's for a different Alex to worry about. So what am I doing now? I should be sleeping, but that 5-hour nap kind of effed things up a little bit. So I don't know what I want to read next. So I still am 50% into Quicksilver. I've been enjoying it. I just haven't been wanting to pick it up. Like other things have been getting my attention. That reminds me, I did start an audiobook. So I am 12% into what's the Kindle version? I'm 12% into Next to You by Hannah Bonham Young. This one is following, I already forgot our female main character's name, her and Matt, Lainey and Matt, and they kissed one New Year's Eve party at like mutual friends New Year's Eve party, and they're just friends now, but she definitely likes him, and we haven't gotten his POV. I don't know if we're going to, but he totally likes her too. So sign me up. I just love Hannah Bonham Young. I've only read one other one by her, Out on a Limb, which is 5 stars. She is a definite new favorite contemporary romance author, and I'm really excited to see what she does. She just came out with Out of the Woods, which my friend Olivia finished and said it was really, really good. Like it's her favorite, or her second favorite one now. So I'm enjoying Next to You already. I started it on my drive home from work last night, and I just had like a nice Valentine's Day off from work with my husband today. So I didn't pick it back up, but we'll see. I have to work on Sunday, so that will definitely be the commute. Listen, I also have A Sunny Place for Shady People. This is by Marianna Enriquez, and this is a collection of short stories that I know Jan on her channel just read in January and wasn't like super in love with it. I have another friend on Instagram who loves this author and recommended this book. So it's really short. I have it from the library and I've had it for quite some time, so I might pick this one up, but I don't know. We'll see. I end up, with my TBR, and then I go look and I'm like, you look more fun. So yeah, that's the update for today. I think I will probably close out this vlog tomorrow, and we'll see what kind of books, what kind of reading we can get done from now until then. All right, I'm gonna go settle in on the chair and rock myself to sleep. So Subtalks. I am officially here to do my last update, my last whatever, and then close this vlog out. So, as you saw, we just kind of had a delightful little day hanging out in the library, and we braved a surprise snowstorm to go to Barnes & Noble. I got 2 books. I'm going to do a little haul in just a second here, but I wanted to do like a little birthday haul first of just like some amazing items that my best friend from back home sent me for my birthday, because most of them are bookish themed. So the first thing I wanted to show, because I really want to use it, is this book sleeve. It's really nice and padded. I think she got it from Barnes & Noble, and all of the little books are plays on cats. There's A Tale of Two Kitties and The Great Gatsby, Catechus Finch, just like so cute. And it's really nice and padded. So I want to put some of my current reads, aka one current read, in here. So I wanted to show that. And then I have been really into journaling. I am using it as a therapeutic, creative, expressive memory keeping type of situation. And I'm not brave enough to like show it on camera yet, / I don't know if I ever would, because I do journal like personal thoughts with my junk. It's like a combination of junk journaling and ephemera keeping, memory keeping / whatever the hell I feel like talking about. But current notebook that I'm working on is getting pretty chunky. I'm about halfway through filling it. So this next gift is absolutely perfect. It's a little library notebook, and she's thin, but I'm going to fill her up. It's really cute, like very travel themed, old school, like color palettes. Very excited for that. Okay, this is iconic. So she gets me one of these Barnes & Noble like special editions every year for my birthday and or Christmas. And this is the newest edition. This is the H.P. Lovecraft Tales of Horror. So I have the Cthulhu version of this, which is green and also stunning, but like these books are just absolute showstoppers. And then it's just a collection of, this one will be H.P. Lovecraft. So I actually embarrassingly have never read any H.P. Lovecraft. I just love Cthulhu as just like my Lord and Savior. So I'm really excited to read some of his short stories, obviously The Call of Cthulhu. Okay, I can't with this. If you're a Parks and Rec fan, you're gonna lose your shit. She also gets me a Funko Pop every year on my birthday. This is the John Ralphio and Mona Lisa Funko Pops, but specifically when they do the scene where they're like, "Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious." And I cannot wait to display this on my shelf. Like, I don't even know where I want to put it, because like I want it to be so prominent, not retract from my books, but also be a main event because it's incredible. Okay. The next thing I want to show is this incredible little pouch. Bookstores, cats, life is sweet, black cat. You know, I'm a black cat aficionado. And then there were some items inside. So one of them I am already wearing, but it's a little bracelet with a skull on it. Oh, and this is my best friend's friendship bracelet, Valentine's bracelet that Jessica gave me. We're so cute. Deal with it. Okay, so this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. This is a perfume titled Ancient Library, and when I tell you that this has made me smell so good. It's notes of midnight plum, peaches, violet, peony, leather, patchouli. I smell like an earthy, masculine stoner. And there you go. There's that. Yeah, it smells amazing. And one spray lasts all day long. I have to figure out the brand. She got me a bunch of this stuff from like a local market. So I have to figure out where that came from. That's what the bracelet came in. Oh, this is incredible as well. I will be adding this to my stack, but this is a little dagger necklace, gold and silver, and I'm very excited to add this to my collection. And then saving this cute Arcane River is the Etsy shop she got it from. saving that in the junk journal. We've got this incredible Don't Tread on Me. What about A Lot He Treadin'? Carl is one of these. This is amazing. I will save that forever. And then last but not least, this incredible box of raw chocolate truffles that I'm about to smash while I read Onyx Storm. But like, how amazing is this box? I will save this box forever and put stuff in it. So that is my little haul from my absolute best friend, long time, started as my mentor, pharmacist mentor, and became my spirit animal sissy. I love you so much. Okay, so that was that birthday haul. And now I would like to go through the books that I have received for my birthday. But let's hydrate first because I feel like I'm smacking like Dan. And I'm about to tell my own ass to shut up. Okay, let's start with what we got today at Barnes & Noble. So the first book that I got is House of Frank. This is by Kay Sinclair, who I've never heard of, so I'm not sure if this is a debut, but this was 85,000% a cover buy, and both books that I got were part of the buy one get one 50% off paperback deal that is always on the tables at Barnes & Noble. So I probably walked by this like 3 or 4 times because I read the back and it seems like it is a witchy, magical, kind of a sad story. So powerless witch Saika is ready to enact her sister's final request to plan her remains at the famed Ash Gardens. When Saika arrives at the always stormy sanctuary, she is welcomed by its owner, an enormous knit cardiganed mythical beast named Frank, who offers her a role as one of the estate's caretakers. Overcome with grief, Saika accepts, desperate to put off her final farewell to her sister. Oh yeah, this is gonna make me cry real bad, and everything about this cover is good. Yeah, so I'm very excited to get into this. I'll have to see what the pub date was because I haven't seen that anywhere. The next book that I picked up is a very well-known and very well-loved book here on BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk, I'm sure. But this is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is a very dark academia story of a group, I believe, at Oxford? No, at a New England college. Ooh, even better. Very Boston, very fall vibes. And I think there's a murder mystery. This group of like, they meet and talk about philosophy and classics and whatever. Everybody and their mom loves this. Allie loves it. Our other friend Liz loves it. They read it together as a buddy read. So I want to be cool and be part of the club like them. So I am going to save that for fall because it's touted as like very dark academia. So, okay, these next 4 books are my husband bought me last Friday, Feb 7th, for my birthday. So the 2 that I got today, I purchased myself, but these my husband got me for my birthday. So the first one is the first one is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. I know that this surrounds, I believe, like teen pregnancy, perhaps in some way, shape, or form. There's witchy vibes. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. Some people loved it, some people not so much. Grady Hendrix is an auto-buy author for me, so like, and this cover is astounding and perfect in every way, shape, and form. So obviously I was going to pick that up. One that I snagged is Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. This is book 3 in the Ruinous Love trilogy. Book 1 being Butcher Blackbird, book 2 Leather and Lark, and now Scythe and Sparrow. This is the third brother, the doctor, and a circus performer named Rose, I suppose. I haven't read Leather and Lark, so I don't think I remember these characters. I would like to reread Butcher Blackbird because I remember starting it and being super into it and then kind of like stopping it and only giving it, and then like picking it back up and only giving it 3 stars. But I feel like it has 5-star energy if I reread it. So yeah, and these covers, I just absolutely love the color scheme and everything about them. So this came out obviously in my book 3 to the trilogy. Okay. The Sun Eater series, Empire of Silences by Christopher Ruccio. I have seen this book everywhere. It's the series to be reading. It's some sort of a sci-fi, space opera, fantasy situation. That's all I know. If you know by now, me, this channel, I like to go into things blind. I like to either be pleasantly surprised in a good way or pleasantly surprised in a bad way. Unpleasantly surprised in a bad way. Okay, so hopefully we'll be starting this soon, but like, my goodness, another series. And look, this one's long as fudge. What was that? 5 books? 5 books. Great. Awesome. I'm going to just do that with Stormlight Archive. Okay. The last book that I picked up, also mixed reviews, but also a cover / sprayed edge buy. This is The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. And I did read the dust jacket when I was in the store, but all I remember is it's romantasy. I have also heard mixed reviews about this, leaning on the side of not that good, but I'll be the judge of that. So that's the little book haul, the gift haul. A lovely little haul. I don't do a lot of hauls because I'm trying to underconsume and buy secondhand and yada yada yada. A birthday's a birthday and a new book release is a new book release, and I don't make those kinds of rules. Let's do one final reading update, and now it's 11:13 p.m. I need to go to bed because I work tomorrow. I don't work till 10, so I've got plenty of time to sleep. And anyway, tomato potato. So I am still about halfway through A Sunny Place for Shady People, which I don't know if I talked about since I picked it up, but this is a collection of short horror stories, translated work, which I am really enjoying. I have not had a story that I dislike yet. The only critique that I do have so far is I get really invested in the stories very quickly. The writing is immersive. The characters are unlikable to a point where they are likable because I want to know what they're going to do. The horror is understated, but it's there and I'm enjoying it. And then the story's over because it's a collection of short stories. So I do feel like I'm left wanting a little bit, but the actual material and the little stories that she's giving us, I think are fantastic. So this is feeling like a 3.75 so far. I'm hoping to finish this probably maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I am off on Monday. So I will definitely get a lot of these current reads done. Still, I think I did pick up Quicksilver a little bit last night. I think I'm like 70% done. So I don't have a lot to say about it. It is still giving 3-star. It's enjoyable, but I'm still gravitating to other things more. Will I continue the series? I believe it's a duology. So yeah, if it's just one more book, absolutely. But it's still just like 3-star, fine. Okay, let's talk about the surprise of this reading vlog, which is that I don't hate Onyx Storm yet. Okay, so I'm about 160 pages in. I started it today, which Jessica brought my copy, bless your soul, because her and her boyfriend got me this copy and I haven't seen her since it came out. So I did get lucky. They got me the one with all the dragon sprayed edges at Target. Her boyfriend was there at 8 a.m. when they opened. Girls were running past him to pick them up, and he said that by the time he checked out at 8:20, it was completely sold out, like the special editions with this particular sprayed edge. So I didn't really give a shit which one I got because Iron Flame really did not do it for me. So I wasn't like going to be butthurt if I didn't get sprayed edges, but since I'm enjoying it, I'm lucky glad that I did. Okay, anyway, we picked up right where we left off in Iron Flame and we jumped right into action, which I do appreciate. And I will say that I agree that Rebecca Yarros' writing did get better in this, but my gosh, it needs editing. Where are the editors? Do they know what they're doing? Do they understand what the people want? If I want to read a 500-page fantasy, I want every word to mean something, especially after just reading Wind and Truth, which I'm still upset about. But yeah, it's moving, it's grooving, it's very readable. I find it a lot less stilted in the writing and the flow and the pacing than Iron Flame was, but I still don't see it being more than a 3-star, which is fine, whatever. It's not making me miserable from page 1. I'm very much wanting to continue reading a little bit before bed, so that's great. That's grand. That's wonderful. That's it. That's all I have to say. I have to work tomorrow. Maybe we'll start a new reading vlog on Monday since I have the day off. I would really like to get out of the house a little bit and maybe like read at a coffee shop. So maybe we'll do like a spend the day with me, spend a Monday. I don't know, whatever. Tomato potato. Okay. Thank you so much if you watched. Please stick around my channel, like this video so we can get me chit-chatting to you some more, to other people also some more about books and whatever. Also subscribe because I am really feeling my momentum being here on YouTube and talking to you guys, getting some great feedback, and just appreciate whoever is here watching. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.